Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new playthrough. This is episode 1 of Lake. I absolutely love this game. I have played it before and I wanted to play it for the channel. So for the most part I am going to be quiet when there is some talking. So it's going to be a very chilled playthrough, this one. It's funny how a program designed to help organise your life is the reason why I can't be at the Labour Day party. Oh, bless Meredith. I love this game so much and I hope you do too, but I'm glad we made the deadline. And I'm glad I can now spend 2 stress-free weeks in good old Providence Oaks. I wish I could live in Providence Oaks.
Hello?
Meredith, Steve. Hope I didn't wake you up. I just came home and was wondering if everything worked out all right.
Hi, Steve. Yes, we made the deadline. Hope you guys had a nice Labor Day party.
Oh, yes. I mean, the band was great, and Mike fell in the pool. Oh, and then Roy got really sick. No, wait, Brian. And then he fell in the pool, too. No, Roy. Wait.
I won't be there for 2 weeks, remember?
Oh, wait, yeah. But do you really have to? 2 weeks is a lifetime.
Yeah, Steve, I really have to. But I will continue testing for Addit.
Oh, okay. Right. Awesome.
I better get some sleep now. My plane leaves early in the morning.
Okay, Meredith. Have a wonderful flight. I'll talk to you soon.
And unfortunately that cutscene did glitch out just a little bit. We don't care anyway because we don't like Steve. And our journey's about to begin. September the 1st, 1986.
Thanks so much for picking me up, Mr. Coleman.
Mr. Coleman? Please, just call me Frank. We're colleagues now, after all.
Well, okay, Frank. Thanks so much for making time for me on Labor Day.
No problem, Meredith. Postal workers always have each other's back. Your dad helped me dozens of times whenever I was in a bit of a pickle.
Well, I hope I can fill his shoes. He hardly ever missed a day.
I'm sure you'll do great. You know what? While we're en route, why don't we deliver some mail in our beautiful little lake town?
And show me the ropes? Sure.
All right then, get ready to roll.
Here we go. Like I say, this playthrough is going to be limited with the amount of talking I do, but I absolutely love this game. I've really fallen in love with it and I hope you do too. It's a very simplistic game, but it really just makes my heart happy. So I hope you enjoy. Like I said, there's going to be limited talking from me.
This lake, it's always more beautiful than I remember it.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of driving around it. And there's our first stop.
Okay, sir, what's the plan?
Delivering mail is like a walk in the park, with mailboxes. Take this bag, walk to the mailbox, and insert the mail.
So here we go. You are Meredith Weiss, and while her father's away, he's the mailman, you are delivering mail in Providence Oaks for 2 weeks. So our first stop is the garage. You'll get used to this as the playthrough goes on. I love that it's set in the 80s. I love the setting. I love everything.
Here's your mail.
And I think that's the first and only time you ever actually use their mailbox, because everything else is a parcel. Sorry about the camera angles there. Back we go to the mail truck. And we're going to continue on our journey.
Nothing too difficult, right?
I think I should be able to face the challenge.
Ha, I bet. Didn't you go to MIT?
Yeah. I left here from Massachusetts 22 years ago.
Shouldn't you get a job in computers then? That's really booming right now.
Well, actually,
Hold that thought. We just arrived at our next address. It's a package this time, so you'll have to get it out of the back.
So our first package, and like I say, this is going to be a bit of a slow playthrough, just taking our time and really enjoying everything that the game has to offer. And this is definitely the epitome of a cozy game for me. It's just so lovely. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
I guess nobody's home. Whew. Finally done.
And with that, we're going to head back to the mail truck. And off we go.
You're getting the hang of it. So, where were we? Computers. Should I buy one?
Well, it depends on what you want to use it for.
Bookkeeping. I always make a mess of my tax returns. Can't a computer do that for me?
Sure, there are programs for that, but you'll still have to put in some work yourself.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I'll bug you about it another time. Our next address is right around the corner.
There's no place like home.
Sure isn't. Can't wait to get home either. The Mets are playing the Giants.
Oh, before I get out, what time do I start tomorrow?
7 a.m. sharp. Just check in at the post office.
Okay, Frank. See you tomorrow.
Adios.
And here we are, our house, or more accurately our parents' house, our childhood home. So we have to walk to the front door, but I do spend a couple of minutes just looking around, largely because I would like to make this house in The Sims at one point. I'd love to make all of Providence Oaks in The Sims. So yes, I am spending a bit of time just looking around, sort of unnecessarily, so I do apologise for that. We could have just walked straight into the house, but I do want to have a little look round, see what everything looks like. I think it's a lovely little house. And this really caught my eye because I'd never looked at the name on it before. So this is a dog house, but the name says Binky. Now, Binky is normally the name used for a rabbit. So, do the Weiss family have a dog? Do they have a rabbit? What's the mystery? Because we don't see, spoiler alert, a pet in this game. Not for the Weisses anyway. So what is the mystery of this dog house? Binky the dog? Binky the rabbit? Binky the cat? Who knows? And we never get to find out.
Hi, Meredith. I just wanted to let you know that Dad and I landed safely. The Florida weather is all they said it would be. I'll call again soon. One more thing. The freezer's stuffed with food, and there's blueberry pie in the fridge. Bye.
Meredith, it's Steve. I didn't get the chance to say it earlier, but thanks so much for being a trooper. I know you had other plans for Labor Day weekend, but nailing the deadline for Added 87 could very well be the most important milestone in our company's history. Enjoy your well-deserved time off. Don't get too used to it. Just kidding. Or am I? I'll talk to you later.
Right, you can shut your face, Steve, for a start. So, what are we going to do for our first evening in Providence Oaks? Well, probably just go straight to bed because we're starting on September the 2nd in the morning.
Good morning, Meredith. Ready for your first day?
Good morning, Frank. Ready to rock.
It's a great day to be on the road. I already filled up the mailbag in the truck, so you're good to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a map in the cabin in case you get lost.
Thanks, I'll probably need that.
Bon voyage!
So, we're about to start our very first mail day. And as always, every morning, you'll see this as the playthrough goes on, I walk into the post office to say hello to Frank. You don't need to do this, but I do this every morning. And this is a cozy playthrough.
Getting the hang of it yet? Check your map, get packages from the back hatch, and be sure to park your van right back here at the office when you're done. Easy as pie.
So, I'm not going to interrupt Frank. So there's a lot of stuff that I do per episode that I don't need to do every single day. But I do them because it makes me happy. So, let's get into the mail truck. And this is where you're going to see the gist of the game. Well, there's a few glitches as we go on, I'm not going to lie. But here, we're going to open the map. This is Providence Oaks. It shows you where needs a parcel and where needs a letter. And this is filmed on the PlayStation 5. There are a few glitches, I'm not going to lie. And the one thing I really hope you don't do is judge my driving, because I nearly just ran somebody over. My driving in this game is absolutely terrible, I'm not even going to lie to you. In my defence, I live in England and this game is set in America, therefore they drive on the wrong side of the road.
It's lighter than I thought.
That's my defence at why I'm absolutely terrible at driving in this game. But we're going to go to the general store for the first time, and of course I'm going to be quiet for the cutscenes.
Can I help you?
Hello. Here's today's mail.
New in town. Your face looks familiar.
Well, I grew up here and then left for college 22 years ago.
22 years ago, back when they called me Nancy Sinatra instead of Nancy Reagan. So now you're back, huh? I know what it's like.
You do?
It's best not to feel bad about it. Only a few people ever really make it. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. It's been raining a lot lately.
And that is our first introduction to Nancy.
People love to browse the shop and then not buy anything.
I love her so much too. I literally love everybody in this game. So we are going to have a little quick look around the stall. Or the store, sorry. Like I say, I love the 80s aesthetic and the setting. I just honestly adore everything about this game, I really do. We got some sort of, I'm not saying that's supposed to be Mr. T, but, you know. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet is there is a limited number of songs in this game, so it can get quite repetitive, but I love all the songs too. So let's head into the mail truck and carry on. We'll probably end up doing 1 or 2 days per episode. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer playthrough. Or I am not on the path. I am not on the path. It's going to be a little bit of a longer playthrough. But again, that's because I'm just taking my time with it. I have no idea where I'm going at the minute. Just ignore this. Look. It's just teething problems. Just don't pay that any mind at all, okay? Nearly ran into him as well. It's fine. I can just park in the middle of the road. It's absolutely fine.
I remember this is the old Sugarman place, but the envelope says McGill. Must have moved away.
And a lot of interesting lore there. I know, that car is not happy with me at all, is it?
I'm actually enjoying this.
So we are, of course, heading out into the place properly for our first time during this playthrough. And there's a little fox, look. Well, I'm definitely stopping because I am not running that fox over. How cute. You can see a few animals in this playthrough, which I'm always happy about, you know that. And like I say, this is intended to be a nice, relaxing, cosy game. So I am going to stay quiet for most of it.
And there's Stan's Diner. Wait, it's called Moe's Diner now?
So this is our first time going to Moe's Diner. And of course I'm going to be quiet for the talking parts. But let me just tell you before we get in there, I absolutely adore Moe. I love her to pieces. And I say it before, I'll say it again. I really want to live in Providence Oaks so badly.
Meredith Wise? As I live and breathe. Come here, hon. Now, let me look at you. My, oh my. A few lines here and there, and the occasional gray hair. But by gosh, it's you, all right?
Wow! Maureen! Long time no see. I feel so old.
Oh, don't be like that now. It suits you. Age only makes a person more distinguished, is what I always say. To the mirror. Now come here. Tell me everything.
Okay, one quick drink then.
I know you're busy, hon. Little Bird told me all about your temporary mail job already. News goes around pretty quickly around here. So, coffee? Something stronger? I warn you, I will not take no for an answer.
Coffee sounds good. Thanks.
2 coffee, coming right up. And 1 piece of blueberry pie, if I remember correctly. You had one almost every afternoon after school at one point.
Oh, you know me too well, Maureen.
Always have, always will. Ashley, one blueberry pie. And Ashley, could you keep an eye on the bar for me for a bit? I'm gonna take my break now. You're a real trooper. Ashley? Oh, sweet Mary, what are you doing? Is everything okay, hon? Oh, Lord have mercy.
No offense, Maureen, but I'm gonna back away slowly.
Honestly, first the roof and now this? Oh, that poor kid is like a disaster magnet. I'm sorry, Meredith. Looks like I've got my hands full for a bit. Next time, I want to hear everything, you hear? Don't be a stranger now.
Poor Ashley. So I have moved rooms to record this part, so hopefully the sound quality isn't too much different. Unfortunately, we can't get back into the diner at this moment in time, even though I am trying. But we'll see more of it a little bit later on. So with that, let's keep going. Let's see how I manage to get out of here. Do I? Yeah, no, I whack into something. Again, do not judge me driving. But I'm telling you, honestly, if this was real life, Meredith would be sacked by the end of the day with how terrible I'm actually driving this mail truck. There's some instances a bit later on. Listen, thank God this is a video game is all I'm saying. But with that, let's keep going. Again, we're just checking the map, seeing what needs to be done. So on the left there is the farm, which we will be visiting a little bit later on, but not today. And now we're on the wrong side of the road just so I can show you the farm. But we are not going to be visiting this today. So let's keep going. You're not going to see every location in this episode. You'll see them a little bit further on as we carry on with the playthrough. And this is where I decide to take you down a little route here, and we'll hear what Meredith has to say about it.
I remember Dad telling me, Meredith, the picnic area is for the older kids. I think I was 17 when I had my first actual picnic here. It rained.
So there is more to do here in the future, but for now, let's move on. And again, don't be judging my abysmal driving coming out of here. Look at that. Let's continue on.
Used to think our Spanner Dam was just as big and famous as Hoover Dam. Then I visited Hoover Dam.
Well, I've never been to Hoover Dam. I've never actually been to America at all, but I would love to. I'd love to visit a place just like this. Dream. It's a dream. So, coming up is the motel where Meredith's mother actually works, but of course her mother and father aren't here at the moment. And again, we are not going to be visiting the motel in this episode, but of course we will do in a future episode. Not a very big place, Providence Oaks, but I really like it. Just imagine living somewhere like this. And as I've said before, I absolutely love the 80s aesthetic and everything else as well. So this game really is just perfect for me. There are multiple endings to this game. We're only going to be able to explore the one this playthrough, but we may explore some of the others in the future because I do want to platinum this game on the PlayStation 5, and you have to do all of the endings in order to platinum the game. I have already 100%ed it on the Xbox One.
Let me think. Where was Bear Creek again?
So we're heading up to Bear Creek, and it's a little bit too early to say, but if this playthrough goes well, then we may do another one with some of the other endings. Of course, you've noticed that Meredith can say many things because this is multiple choice. Now, we're just checking the map because we're not in the right place here anyway, but we need to go to Bear Creek. But you can see there is an alternate route, and you can actually get a trophy if you do this. So I am going to show you one of the sort of secret areas and how to get that trophy.
The watchtower. My old stomping ground.
So this is one of the missable locations, although without spoiling anything, there may be an event that happens here in the future. But to get the trophy, you basically have to walk all the way up to the top of the watchtower. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And you won't see the trophy pop in this video, but trust me, the trophy did pop. So here we are up at the top. Beautiful view. And with that, we are going to head back down and carry on with our day. Like I say, there will probably be a day per episode, maybe 2 days per episode in some cases. Of course, the game is for 2 weeks, so 14 in-game days. But they go by very, very quickly, I think. So with that, let's carry on. And Meredith's dad would be fuming at the state of this mail truck when he gets back with the amount of times I've banged it about. With that, we are going to head over to Bear Creek. So we're still heading over to Bear Creek, and I hope you don't mind the limited commentary during this playthrough. I just really want you to enjoy it and experience it, properly experience it, and I think too much commentary would spoil it. So that's why I'm trying to keep the commentary to a minimum.
Oh, right, Bear Creek, near the old lumberyard.
And I stop here for a little bit longer than necessary because, as I have played this game before, I know that sometimes you can see bunnies there. Unfortunately, I didn't see them this time. There is an aeroplane in the background, so sorry about that. But this is where you meet one of 2 potential love interests in this game.
There's a new face.
A rare sight for a secluded lumberjack?
Yeah, last time I saw a human being was about 6 years ago.
I am here to deliver mail, and I come in peace. I'm Meredith.
Thank you. I'm Robert. I hope the peace will be everlasting. Let's see what's inside. Oh, what the?
That doesn't sound good.
Crap. That's what it sounds like. Bull crap. Freshly baked bull crap.
Hey, the sound can't be worse than the smell.
I'm sorry, but I have to take a better look at this. Have a nice day.
Oh, Robert's so sweet. And this is the moment during the playthrough, I'm just going to take some time to admire the scenery, where I do want to apologise for some of the language used in this game. There are a few swear words sprinkled in here and there, so I do try to keep my channel as family friendly as possible. Sometimes that cannot be helped. So this is your forewarning. Did I just hit Robert's truck? This is your forewarning. Oh my god, look at me trying to get out of this. That there are a few swear words, and unfortunately there's not a lot I can do about that, so hopefully that's okay. So you can go one of two ways here, and I'm just debating which way I want us to go. But we are going to go over this way. So there's your language warning. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the playthrough for you. But just look how cozy and relaxing this is. If I could drive the truck properly, it would be perfect. So with that, let's continue on. And I understand that this game may not be for everybody. It is very nice, chill and relaxing. But it's not really the type of game I normally play either, but I just absolutely fell in love with it. And please, if I could request one thing, give this game a chance, because the storyline is so heartwarming.
Whoa. This is close to where I had my first kiss.
Meredith, you saucy devil. But yes, like I say, this isn't the type of game that I usually play. But please, please give it a chance, because the storyline, everything about it is just so beautiful. It really, really is. So we're checking the map once again, and we do need to go back to where we saw in the tutorial, the garage. So let's go back there and meet another character that I really love. I don't think there's a character in this game I don't love, to be honest. So you'll hear me say that a lot. Look at me trying to be all fancy and getting here. Here we go. And again, I'm going to keep quiet so you can listen to it, because I really want you to get as much enjoyment out of this game as possible. And I don't want to spoil it with my yapping.
Hi there. I've got some mail for this address.
You're not Frank.
Luckily, I don't think a mustache would suit me.
Haha, real funny. But that doesn't explain why Frank gave you the keys for the goose.
The goose?
Yes, your white and wobbly van, duh. I'm Lori, I'm Providence Oaks' mechanic. And I'm the one who keeps the goose running.
Well, Thomas is my father. Does that count?
Thomas! Yes, that surely counts. My father's been teaching me since the day I was born. There is no one better in PO than me. And I have to get back to work now. But I suppose you may drive the goose. On one condition. If there's ever anything wrong with it, you bring it back to me, yes?
All right, I promise.
Good! Perfect. Did Frank tell you about the radio?
No?
It currently only receives the local station. Plus, sometimes it cuts out altogether. If that happens, just give it a big old bang on the dashboard and that should fix it right up. I'm working on it, I promise.
Okay. Thanks, Lori.
No problem, Miss W. Remember, if there's anything wrong with the goose, I can fix it.
So you don't actually get to meet Laurie's parents during this game. However, in the DLC, Season's Greetings, you do get to meet her father. I can't remember about her mother. So this is where we learn about the radio. And I love the songs in this game, but they can be quite repetitive. Speaking of the DLC, that may be something we do in the future, who knows?
I won't even need that.
But let's just take it one step at a time, eh? So now you're about to meet a character, I think. Yep. And they introduced something new since I last played the game. Something to do with the cats. So for International Cat Day, any cats in this game you can now pet.
Well, hello there, big cuddly guy.
And I'm going to be taking full advantage of the fact you can pet the cats. Absolutely. Like I say, that was an update that wasn't here the last time that I played the game. But as you can see, this yard is full of cats. We can't touch them at the moment because we do have a parcel in our hands. But we'll see about petting the cats a little bit later on. Such a cool mechanic that they introduced. With that, I'm going to leave you to it.
Oh,
Genevieve, a new mailman. Hello there. What's your name then?
Hi, Miss Jenkins, right? I'm Meredith. Meredith Weiss?
Weiss, of course. You're Emily's girl, aren't you? This is Meryl Weiss, Genevieve. She used to live in town years and years ago.
22 years to be exact, but who's counting?
Has it been that long? That's almost 2 Genevieves ago. Calm down, Genevieve. You're going to live forever. She isn't, but shh. You do remember me, don't you?
How could I forget Miss Mildred Jenkins? And her cats, of course. Seems like they've multiplied.
Yes, I do like cats. Is that such a crime? So what if I have slightly more of them than I used to? Like Genevieve here, and Thomas, and Oliver. Anyway, did you have a package for me then?
Yes, here you go.
Ah, thank you, dear. Looks like another gift from my son. Still doing everything to get into my good graces, except actually drop by.
I'm sure he means well. He's probably just busy.
That's what he says. That's probably what you say to poor Emily, too. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Run along, dear. Give Emily my best.
Goodbye, Miss Jenkins. Genevieve.
I love it. And I'm not sure if we work out here that we can pet the cat. I think we do. Nope, we're not petting the cat just yet, but we will be petting the cat in a future episode, mark my words. Again, I'm not sure I knew it was something you could do just yet, but when I went to check Twitter, I saw it. I think it's cool that they still did some updates to this game. I'm hoping for a sequel or another DLC, personally. I love it so much.
Phew, finally done.
And with that, our mail day is officially over, so we have to go to the post office. I don't know if we're going to be doing some more exploring or if we're going to head straight to the post office, so let's find out.
Ah, the mighty Ambrose River.
And I just took a wrong turn there. But never mind. I'm not sure I did take a wrong turn. I think I'm going to show you the other location that is missable during this game. And again, this is a trophy. So before we head to the post office, we are going to go to the other missable location. And it is a church, I believe, that's being used as a school. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is.
Oh, I remember this place.
And the trophy has pinged, but you can't tell that it has. I'm just going to go in and have a little inspect. Unfortunately, you can't actually go inside. This is never open, as far as I'm aware, and nothing changes about it. And I can't remember if you can go inside during the DLC. But that is another trophy, so I thought on our first day we might as well get the 2 missable trophies. There are a couple more missable trophies, but we will get them all during... maybe not this playthrough, but during my time, I'm definitely going to be platinuming the PlayStation 5. Oh my goodness. Well, I've really duffed it up here, Anna. You can't even see the mail truck. Oh, just pretend you didn't see that. Just pretend you didn't see that. And I'm now in somebody's back garden, I think. Listen, just don't look. Just don't look. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm wrecking everybody's lawns. I'm telling you, she would be sacked on her first day. Oh, look at the state of it. Oh no, I'm stuck. I can't get out. I have no idea what just happened there. Right, we're out. Just pretend you didn't see it. Pretend nobody saw it. Nobody saw that, right? Didn't happen. You can't prove a thing. But with that, are we going to head back to the mail office, the post office, or are we going to look at something else? There is a building to our left here, which you can't enter at all. during this game. However, you can during the DLC. So I'm not going to talk about the DLC too much, of course, because I would like to play it on this channel. And we also have a building called the Flick Shack there, which we can't go to just yet, but that may become important in a future episode. Intriguing stuff, eh? So with that, let's head back to the post office and end our first day. And don't tell Frank what you saw with me in that mail van. So it's now Tuesday evening, and there are a couple of things you can do. But we have a phone call first.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's Mom. How are you? How's the job?
Hi, Mom. I'm doing great. It's so relaxing to be outside and drive around.
That's great to hear. Dad says it's strange not having to drive the truck anymore.
I can imagine that. How is Dad? Can he handle all this freedom?
Don't get me started. He went on 2 fishing boat trips already. And then there's the late night poker with his new buddies. Oh, I'm almost out of coins. I'm calling from a bar and Dad's ordering a margarita again. Talk soon.
So here we get the option to stay home and watch TV or read a book. We are going to pick read a book this time. And it's a saucy one.
The Countess and the Carpenter? Really, Mom? Oh, well, let's give it a read.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 1. A more disastrous entry to her new home was scarcely imaginable for Cecilia Schultenbrow. The left wheel of her carriage collapsed, right as she entered through the gates of the magnificent Raubenstaben estate. She tumbled upside down, hurt her head, and worse, her hat was ruined. Suddenly, she heard the deep, strong voice of a young man. "Are you all right, madam?"
And with that, that's the end of our first official day on the job. So we're moving into Wednesday, September the 3rd, morning. But this is where we are going to leave it for today. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoy this. And until next time, bye Embers.